Hello and welcome back to my inventory videos. In this video I'm going to show you my bronzers, blushes and highlighters, and because I forgot about the brow products, I'm going to quickly show you my brow products as well. You can already see all of them right here. And yeah, let's just hop into it to not make the intro too long again. I do have some benefit items. These two items are the two oldest brow products that I do have. These are by Benefit and are the brow stylers. I did win a set of 3, I think on Instagram, from an online shop in Austria. And the third one was way too dark for me, so I kept those two. They're double-sided or double-ended, I don't know how you say it. The first side looks like this. And unfortunately, this is quite waxy. So if I am using this one, it pulls out my hairs. So I don't like that. I do like the color and the pencil, but I don't like that it pulls out my hair, unfortunately. And the second side is a powder that's in there. It's nice, but I just don't tend to use powder. I kind of get what they were trying to do with more of a sticky base and then the powder on top. I did use it quite a few times like that as well. But yeah, I just don't want my eyebrows to get pulled out. But anyway, I have those two, and this is just a different shade. I have the shades 1 and 3. And then I have 2 other Benefit eyebrow products, and these are the Gimme Brows. These are both shade 3 and both I purchased myself. The first one is a mini size that is currently open, and the second one is a backup in a full size, and I love this. I really enjoy using this one, and I repurchased this quite a few times now. I always repurchase the mini size because this is quite enough for me using it, and this bigger size, I don't know where this was in. Was this in a box? Was this in an advent calendar? I don't know. But normally I don't purchase the full size. Or maybe this was in a set? No. I don't remember, but yeah, this is the full size, and it's one of the 2 items that's unopened in my eyebrow collection currently. I recently purchased the Urban Decay Brow Blade, and this was on a very high sale. That's why I purchased this. It has a micro pen, which that's exactly what I do love to use in my brows. I absolutely love those micro kind of pens. And then it has a basically felt tip, which is very teeny tiny, and I do enjoy this. I just don't know if this is the right shade for me. It kind of pulls a little green in a way. It's the shade Taupe Trap, but yeah, I did not try it out enough to totally say this is not for me or this is still working. I cannot tell you, but that's the one I have. Then I have 2 brown pencils that I love and repurchased several times now already. The first one is from Catrice. This is also a micro pen, and I do love this one, but this only lasts like 1.5 months or so, and then I have to repurchase it because there's so little product in here. But I love it. It works perfectly fine. And then the second one is by Zoeva. It's the Remarkable Brow. It's also like a teeny tiny pencil. They kind of renewed their eyebrow pencils, and this is the newer version. I tried this, but I didn't try it that much. The older version I absolutely loved. Then I have opened a Clarins eyebrow mascara, and it's just a clear mascara to fixate your brows. I don't enjoy this one. Oh wait, I do have another brow product. I found it. And then I have 2 other brow mascaras, and the first one is by Sophie's Paris, and this is still unopened, and the second one is by Douglas, and this is also unopened. Again, I just thought about this one when telling you about the Clarins one. This was in an older version, my all-time favorite eyebrow mascara, eyebrow gel, but also they discontinued that and they brought out this one. I purchased this one, but I haven't tried this. This is still in a foil, so unopened. That's already it for the brow products. Let's head into my highlighters. Okay, talking about highlighters, these are all the ones that I do own, and I'm going to go through them. I put them in order from oldest to newest, except that third one because it's so reflective that I put it to the side. Yeah. The first highlighter that I do have is this Annabelle Minerals one. It's a loose highlighter. Either I won it in a giveaway or I won it at a beauty convention. I don't remember, but yeah, that's very old. I'm so about it. Then I have this one. This is by Copacetic Cosmetics, and this is in pumpkin guts or cuts. I cannot read it anymore. Yeah, I won this in a giveaway. I absolutely love this. Saying this, I am super picky about my highlighters because for the longest time I was so against any kind of glitter particles. Like if I tried highlighters, I applied this, I swatched them, and then I took a flashlight and did hold it up against the swatch, and if it was sparkly, I wouldn't purchase it. I would not be interested. And this is the first one that's a little bit more sparkly, but this also, if you are in artificial lighting, it doesn't have that sparkly kind of shimmery particles, and that's why I loved it that much, because it was more intense, but it didn't give me that glittery effect that I absolutely hated. This is how this one looks, and I am going to purchase other highlighters from this brand if she's stocking them again, because currently they're all out of stock. But I fell in love with this one, and I am having, like, I have my eyes on a green one from their page. Yeah, but they have normal highlighters as well. Anyway, love this, love this. Next up is the Bare Minerals Invisible Glow in a medium shade, and this one has also a story to it. Lizzie Loves Colors gave this to me. She posted this on Instagram saying she's not too happy about it. I think she also said something about it being very subtle, and that's when I reached out to her. Asking her about this one, if it's very glittery, because I was interested. And she basically said, you know what, you can have it. And she sent it to me. And that's the way I got this. And I'm very, very happy because this is a long-time favorite of mine now. And by the time she sent it to me, these have already been discontinued. So I would not have been able to get my hands on this one. This is very subtle and also not glittery at all. And that's exactly why I like this one. Yeah, this is super easy to use. I can throw it on very quickly, and yeah, there's loads of product in here. Again, she had this probably for quite a while, and I have it for years now as well. And yeah, you can see there's a lot of product still in there. I absolutely love this, and I especially love this during the winter time because it's a very nice light shade for my skin tone, and I'm very fair. Then one that I did purchase myself, it's the Terra Naturi Highlight and Contour Duo. And I think you can see it on camera that I have a dip in this one. I don't enjoy the contour, but I really like the highlight. Again, this is super subtle. Even this is the most subtle one I have, and it basically almost doesn't show up. But that's what I was searching for. And yeah, I still have it in my collection. I still like it. I'm not sure, maybe this is going to go on my chopping block. We will see. But yeah, for the highlight, I really love it. For the contour, it's not a bad one, but I just have so many bronzers and contours. I don't really reach for this one. An absolute favorite of mine is also this Tarte Shape Tape Glow Wand. This was a free sample in one of my purchases. I tried this out and I was so pleasantly surprised because this one I was like 100% sure this would be glittery, but it's not at all. It's just so nice. It leaves a sheen on your skin, and I love it. And also, I don't have too much of a problem layering this on top of my powder makeup, but underneath, like putting this one on first and then going on top with a foundation and a powder, you can basically not tell you are wearing this one. Just this is also very subtle. Maybe I'm going to swatch this one, even though I'm not swatching anything normally in this video. But for you to see, this is it. And if I don't know, I can blend it better probably, and you can still see it. It's very, very subtle, but I love it. And it's also not glittery at all. That's exactly what I love. And because I like that one that much, I purchased a duo of a concealer and this Shape Tape Glow Wand again. And this is in the lighter shade. Wait, let's tell you the shades. This is A Light, the first one that I just showed you. And this is Sunbeam, and this is a little bit lighter. And I thought for my skin, lighter is always a better choice. But I don't know, I just cannot get over a light because it's so nice. And this one, I just don't reach for it that much. I don't know if you can see it too nicely on camera. But yeah, probably you are not seeing a difference because they're so subtle. But yeah, I love these. I would repurchase, but I definitely would repurchase this shade. I also have the Milk Makeup one, and this one was in Sephora's favorite sets, if I remember correctly. I'm looking for a shade name, but I cannot see one. Okay, I don't know the shade name. It's kind of like a blue or UV purple leaning shade. As you just saw, it's super annoying to get open. And I think it doesn't roll up or down anymore. I don't remember. I just don't want to try it right now. I kind of like it, but it's very subtle again with a very unique shade to it. I would love it if I could wear it on top of my foundation and powder products, but I cannot because it lifts them, and wearing it underneath my foundation and everything, it doesn't show up. So I don't know. I still have it because I think it's unique, but yeah, maybe I can show. I just don't know if you can see all of these, but this is this one. Again, very, very subtle. And I think I'm out of focus now. Maybe it's better. So that's this one. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to swatch anymore. I don't think you can see those very nicely. I also have two from MAC Cosmetics. This is the first one. This is the Double Gleam Extra Dimension Skin Finish. Oh, Double Gleam is the shade name. Yeah, I remember. This was on sale on the MAC website, and that's where I purchased it on for very, very cheap, basically. I always thought that MAC highlighters would be too glittery for me, and this is on the edge on being too glittery for me, I have to admit. I like it. But this is a highlighter. When wearing it like this, it looks very nice, but in artificial light, like my flashlight tests show, this does have little glitter particles in it. So I don't know. The second one is the Mineralized Skin Finish, and it's in the shade Light Scapade. And this is the newest highlighter that I did purchase. And I was curious to see if this is a little less like sparkly. And I looked up quite a few swatches of this one, and then that's when I purchased it. And I tried it, but I don't know. It's definitely less sparkly than this one, but I don't think it's my favorite. But maybe I just need to try it out a little more. And last but not least for the highlighters, I have the Tarte Shape Tape Glow Bar. I hope you can see it like this. And I kind of forgot mentioning this in my powders, so I'm mentioning this in my highlights. They are very shiny powders, so probably I will use them as highlighters as well. But yeah, I have two in here and then a bronzer, which I kind of will show you again in my bronzer collection part. That's already it for my highlighter part. I'm sorry, I think I told you a lot about each product, but yeah, let's head into my bronzers now. No, sorry, I kind of forgot to talk about this one. I am collecting all the items I'm quite unsure about and I want to put on my chopping block in here. And I'm doing this like within my inventory videos. And in the end, I'm going to have a full basket of items that I want to give a last try before potentially decluttering them or keeping them. And I want to put some items in here. From the eyebrow part of this video, I am putting those brow stylers from Benefit in here. And for my highlighters, I'm definitely going to put the Annabelle Minerals loose highlighter in here. And also the Milk Makeup highlighter. And the Terra Naturi one, because I want to be sure I definitely want to keep it, even though it's just a small part that's an highlighter and that I'm using. So yeah, now let's head into my bronzers. Okay, the bronzers are definitely the biggest category within this video, and I can tell you why. I always used bronzer. Bronzer was one of my favorite categories for a long, long time, like ever since I used makeup basically, and I did not wear blush at all. I only did use bronzer, and yeah, that's why I do have quite a few, and I'm just going to take you through them. And I'm excited because I purchased quite a few again within the last year and a half, I think, and I'm excited to see all of them laid out here and again see whether or not I want to put some of them in my declutter basket basically, or chopping block basket. So, and I'm not dividing these between bronzers and contour products. I'm just showing you everything in this category. I have the contour duo from Wet n Wild, and again, this is in order from oldest to newest, so this is my oldest product. I do have a small pen in this, but this was very, very hard to achieve because this is too dark for me. I decided to not keep working on this one. I'm disregarding that this has a contour shade, and I am working on this one. I absolutely love this as an under eye setting powder, and that's how I'm currently using this one. I want to use this one up, and then I'm getting rid of this duo. Yeah. Plus, I think I forgot to show you this in my powder collection as well. Then a bronzer that was very, very hyped up. This was so hard to get. This is from LOV Cosmetics, which isn't a brand anymore, in collaboration with Hatice Schmidt. And yeah, this was so hyped up. This is how this one looks like. Again, I have a pen. I think that's already it with pens in my bronzers. Anyway, this is quite powdery, so it was easy to hit pen, even though this shade is quite dark for me and I can only use it during the summertime. I still love this. It has a lovely tone to it. Yeah. And what I have to mention with this one, in my collection overall, I have 2 or basically 3 backup bronzers, and this one is one of them. I purchased 2 of these. Don't ask me why. This is too old to give away now. So I'm just gonna use one first and then the other probably. This was at a time that I didn't know how long exactly it would take to go through a bronzer. But yes, I do have a backup of this one. And let's just keep talking about the 2 backups that I do have. I have a backup of the Tarte Cosmetics bronzer as well. This is the Park Avenue Princess bronzer. And when I purchased the first one that I am still currently using, I love this so much that I thought, oh, this is a mini. I'm going to be through this so quickly. I'm going to purchase a second one as a backup because I don't want to run out of it. Yeah, I haven't even hit pen. This I used so many times. I used so much. You can see the rings. I think you can see it like this. But I think I'm quite far away from pen though. Yeah, and I still have an unused one. I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking, but yes, these are the two backups in my collection currently. And again, within here, we have the contour part of the Terra Naturi product, which I'm already putting into my chopping block basket right away, so I don't forget. Next up is one of my all-time favorite bronzers. I love this so much, and unfortunately this has been discontinued as well. This is from Max Factor, and it's the cream bronzer in the shade 05 Light Gold. I didn't know they discontinued this, and yeah, I would definitely have purchased a backup. And I was on a hunt for a backup, but they just were not there anymore. They weren't in stock anywhere. I think there was a darker shade that I was able to find, but that would have been too dark for me, so I did not purchase this one, thankfully. Yeah, I love this one. I absolutely love this one. I wish they would not have discontinued these. I also have the Marc Jacobs one in Fantastic, and it's the Omega Bronze one. Again, I purchased this one on steep sale. I don't know, is Marc Jacobs the brand that doesn't have beauty products right now currently? I don't know, but yeah, I got this on a very good deal, and I know a lot of people on YouTube raved about this one. I used this already, even though it doesn't look used at all, basically. The only issue I have with this is the size, because it's so big that I put it on the back of my table, and I keep forgetting about this one because it's on a different part of the table basically as my other bronzers. Other than that, this is a very nice product and also a light enough shade for me, which is not that easy. But speaking of light enough shade for me, this is super light. This is from Jouer in Sunlight and Suntan. And I'm sorry, this doesn't look very nice anymore, but I absolutely love this. These are so light. I absolutely love using these, especially during the winter time. So yeah, love this product. Then I have an item that I think also I forgot in my powder collection, because I think I basically forgot all of my face palettes. It's the KVD Shape and Light Contour Duo or something like that. I think this is quite dark for me, and I basically never use it. The powder is very nice, so yeah. Maybe I'm gonna put this on the chopping block. I definitely, right now during the summertime, this would be a nice time to try this out though, to see if I can make it work now. Same goes with this one actually. This is the Fenty Beauty bronzer in the sun, and it's the Sunstalker bronzer, and this one is too dark for me in the winter time, and it's also quite dark during the summertime. So, and I don't get it. I don't get it because so many light-skinned and fair-skinned people love this one. I honestly, I don't know. But yeah, this is the perfect time for me to try this out again. So that's what I'm gonna do with this one. Another one I really do enjoy is this Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in the shade Light Bronzer. I purchased the normal bronzer shade and it was too dark for me. And that's when I found out they brought the lighter shade also to Europe. And that's when I purchased this. I love this. And I love the formula of this one. Another bronzer I love, and another bronzer they have been discontinued. This is the Becca bronzer in Barley Sands, and this is super nice. This has a sheen to it, and it's also super light, which I love on my skin tone. I'm very fair and I love needing to build up bronzers almost rather than having to very carefully use them because they're so pigmented and dark. So yeah, this is very, very nice. Unfortunately, discontinued though. So this is the bronzer I was talking about when I said I do have kind of 3 backups, because this I purchased as a backup, but the original bronzer I already decluttered. I love this one, but the original one just expired. This is super, super light. I love this one. I love this one during the summer, no, during the winter time. And this has definitely a red tone to it and it's different, which I really like. Again, this was sealed until right now. I just took off the plastic seal and yeah, I am looking forward using this during the winter time. Hopefully this hasn't expired yet. But yeah, I purchased this years after my first one. So yeah, I'm looking forward trying this one out again. Again, this has been discontinued yeah, I think this has been discontinued as well already. From Wonder Beauty, I have the Trip for Two Blush and Bronzer Duo. This was in an advent calendar. I love the bronzer in here and I, within the last few months, gotten into blushes. And now I also enjoy the blush, which I never enjoyed because I never really wanted to wear blush. But yeah, I still kept this one only for the bronzer previously because this one was very nice and I really did enjoy this. So it's a nice one. An item I purchased and I thought would be very different is this Weird Cosmetics Doja Cat Illusion Contour Quad. These are the shades in here and yeah, you can see I have 3 powders. Again, I forgot to mention this in my powder part, I think. And 1 bronzer. Also, you can see I basically didn't use it. Yeah, I don't know. This is definitely going into my shopping bin. I can already tell you that much. I have a mini of the Hoola bronzer by Benefit, which I think will be too dark for me. I did not use it yet. I still had it closed and sealed until right now. Again, I did swatch this in store quite a few times though, and I think this will be too dark for me. I still want to try it if I already have it in my collection. And again, this is the perfect time for me to try this one during the summertime. So I'm definitely putting this on my table to use right now. Another one that I purchased because many people seem to love this one is the Milani one in Sunlight 01, and it's the Silky Matte Bronzing Powder. I also do enjoy this one. Haven't used it that much though. I think I can easily wear this during the winter time still. But yeah, you can see I have many bronzers, so yeah, some get neglected. Also, a product I bought because of the hype is the Nabla Skin Bronzing Powder. And it's in the shade Amber, which I think is the lightest shade, and I love this one. This is very nice. This has a sheen to it. Oh, I didn't even tell you which one have a sheen to it and which don't. Well, this one has a sheen to it. The Tarte one has a sheen to it. The Max Factor one has a sheen to it. But they're all not sparkly, just a sheen. The Becca one has a sheen to it. And I think that's it. Yeah, from the ones that I talked about already. A very recent purchase is this NARS Cosmetics Cream Bronzer in Laguna 1. I had this in a project pen of mine and I did use it way more than 30 times, even though it doesn't look used at all. I again need a teeny tiny bit of it because I'm that fair, even though this is, I think, the lightest shade. It's the Laguna 1 and not the Laguna. The Laguna is deeper than this one, I think. Anyway, I really enjoy this one. It's just so much product in here. I don't think I'm gonna get through this ever. Yes. Then one that I absolutely love is the Tarte Scalp Tape. And this is in the shade Soft bronze. This was the lightest shade until, I don't know, a few months ago. And that's why I purchased this one. I absolutely love this. I use it daily. You can see that it's getting used. Yeah. Because I love it that much, I repurchased it, and I purchased the newest lightest shade. Well, I thought this is the newest lighter shade. This is light cool bronze, but when comparing these together, I think actually this is a little bit lighter in my opinion. I just have a teeny tiny bit left on the wand. I'm not going to open it. I hope you can still see. Oh, this is stupid. Wait, let me open it. Now. So this is basically the shade. And then the supposedly newest, lightest shade is this right here. So I don't know what you think is lighter. They are totally different tones. I get that, but this is darker for me in my opinion than this one. But anyway, I still can make this work. This I definitely prefer. Don't let it fool you. It's not orange on my skin at all. And I love it. I love using this one. Then we have the Tarte Shape Tape Glow Bar again, which I talked about right now previously. And this has one bronzer in here. I also have the Give Me Glow Cosmetics bronzer in the shade Swim Shady. And this I tried out like last week or the week before. This is terrible to open. Ugh. Absolutely hate the closure on this one, or however you call this one. Absolutely terrible. Shade though, very unique, very yellow in a way, which I enjoy because it's different and it's not making me orange. I have to try this one out more because I don't know about the lasting power of this one. I really enjoyed the application part and the color and how it looked. I just need to figure out if this lasts on the skin well enough for me. And then we have basically 3 left because I kind of talked about this one already. We have the Too Cool for School Arced Glass Contour, basically powder bronzer. I don't know which tone this is, but I definitely know I purchased the lighter version. They have a darker one as well. And this is this one. This is very, very new in my collection. I did not use it yet. Again, this would be perfect for me trying out now because I think in the winter time, I don't know, we will see. I definitely am going to try this out now. And the Zoeva Santorini bronzer in the shade medium was in an advent calendar, I think. Have not tried it out yet because I have so many bronzers. Yeah, still curious about this though. And then this one definitely has a story to it again. This is the LH Cosmetics Shaping Light in Desert Glow. And this, it's not the newest product. It's probably, I don't know when I purchased this. I purchased the mystery box from LH Cosmetics. I decluttered this right away. This is way too dark for me to use it as a highlighter. And I tried giving it to other people. They didn't want it. So I still had it lingering around. And I don't know, the other day I just thought, wait a minute, is it usable like I use my sculpt tape from Tarte? And that's how I tried it and I enjoyed it. Again, I need to try it out more because I love the initial application. But I think this wore away quickly. So if it wears away quickly with other base products, then I definitely am going to declutter this again. And if not, I'm just gonna use it as these Tarte sculpt ones or sculpt tapes. Yes, that's my bronzers. Let's quickly talk about the ones that I'm going to put into my chopping block. I already put the Terra Naturi one in there. I also want to put the Shape Tape one in there. I also want to put the Doja Cat one in there. Maybe also put the LH one in there, because if it's not lasting long, I'm going to declutter this one. And I think I'm not going to put those on my chopping block, but I'm going to put these three to try out currently while in the summer, figuring out whether I want, yeah, well, it's basically a chopping, but I'm not putting it in the video. Anyway, I'm gonna put these aside to use right now, figure out whether I want to keep them or not. And this one in my chopping block. And I think that's it for the process. Let's head into my blushes now. This video is already so long, but yeah, the blushes are my last category within this part, and let's talk about this. I mentioned before, I did never wear blush. I hated blush. The reason why is because my face is just very, very red, and using blush, I always felt it exaggerated it, and I just never used it. I tried to stay as far away from blush as I possibly could. I don't know what happened, but I decided to try blush again. And I really liked how it just put everything together, and it wasn't just a bronzer streak, but my whole cheek was, I don't know, it just looked different. And if I'm using the right shade, I also feel like it doesn't look like my natural redness, but like a nice blush tone. Anyway, let's talk about these. They are all new except two, because all of these I purchased this year, because again, I wasn't into blushes. This is one of the two that I did own and that I did have in my collection. This is by Manhattan, and it's the Maxi Blush, and it's in the shade 300 Sweet Cheeks. This I won at the beauty convention, and this is just a very lovely tone. That's why I kept it all years that I had this, and I basically never used it, but I still kept it. And this was the one blush that got me into blush again. Because I don't know, I just tried it and I really liked it. And yeah, I don't know if this is the best blush. I don't know if I still want to keep it now that I have so many other ones. I am unsure about this now, but this is not a bad blush. The second one that I have, you can clearly see it's a reward product. So this was one of the birthday gifts from Tarte. It's in the shade Quirky. And I basically didn't use it because I never used blush. And then when I started using the Manhattan one, I lost this in my collection and I couldn't find it. I searched for it and I couldn't find it. So yeah, I want to try this out immediately because I want to know what I think about it. Because I didn't have the chance to try this out because I finally found it again. So then I did ask on Instagram, what's your favorite blushes? Because I wanted to try some. And whilst I asked, I purchased a Catrice and an Essence one because I thought they're both cheaper blushes, and I can try out those, see whether I really want to get into blush or not. And I did purchase the Catrice Air Blush in the shade Spice Space 130, and I really like this one. And I purchased both of these during the winter time, so I am very happy that they are so light. They are very powdery, they are very easy to blend, and they do last on my skin. And the one that I like even more is the Essence, the blush in the shade Bedazzling 90. That's the one that I absolutely love. I am currently not using this one because I used it during the winter time, and that's when I'm going to use it again, but I'm currently using the deeper shades that I already have now. So after that, I really wanted to try the Bare Minerals bronzer, but I couldn't find a deal on it, so I didn't purchase it. And so I opted for a Clinique one. I noticed that they are on sale everywhere, and it was very hard for me to get a shade that I wanted. So a kind of hunt for the right shade turned into me purchasing 4 of them, because I thought, what if they are discontinuing these now that I, after years not using blush, want to try them. Anyway, yeah, I have 4 now. I have the shade 15 Pansy Pop, and this is super interesting because I tried this out, and this makes me look like my redness. Not like a nice blush tone, but like I actually am red. Like I am blushing like this. Like how? Am I blushing purple? No. I don't know. Yeah, I didn't read for it again because I don't like the redness, like my natural redness. Yeah, that's that one. I also have 01 Ginger Pop, which is this one, which is very nice currently during the summertime. For the winter time, probably a little much for me. Same goes with 10 Fig Pop. But I use this now and I love it. But it's similar to the Sigma one that I now have, but I'm going to show you in a minute. And the one that I was searching and that I was trying to get originally is 05 Nude Pop, which looks like this, and I use this quite a bit. I absolutely love this one. So then I think I found this one on a good deal, so that's the one that I purchased next. This is the Bare Minerals Bronzer, and I really enjoy this one as well. Kinda need to use it during the summertime though, because it's quite dark. I wish they would have lighter shades because I would definitely purchase a second one, but all the other shades are even deeper than this one. I did not tell you the shade. This is the shade Kiss of Pink. I have 2 of the Physicians Formula ones. These are the butter blushes. The first one is in Natural Glow, and this I love. I love it. It's shimmery, so this is more of a blush topper, and that's exactly the way I use it currently, constantly. It doesn't matter which blush I use this on top and use it as a highlight combination, and I love it. I love using it. I'm very happy with this one. And this one I didn't really use that much. This is probably more of a winter shade for me. This is the shade Plum Rose, and it's not glittery at all. It's a, I don't want to say matte, maybe it has a sheen to it, but it's not like a highlight or a blush topper kind of shade like the other one. Very unique in my blush collection so far. I also heard very nice things of the Baby Got blush, and as you're able to see, I did use this quite a bit. My favorite combination is using this one currently, and either the Sigma one that I'm going to show you or this Nude Pop. I enjoy this. This is just super pigmented, so I have to have such a light hand. I cannot apply this directly on my face. I need to use a teeny tiny dot of it and then apply it on my face with a brush, because otherwise it would be ridiculous. And in my Trend Mood box that I purchased the other month, the Winky Lux liquid blush was in there, and it's in the shade Cheeky Rose. And this is again a little dark, but I think this would also be a nice time for me using it now. And the 2 newest blushes, the first one is by Sigma, and it's their blush in Cor de Rosa. This was in the mystery box that I purchased, or the mystery bag that I purchased. I thought this will definitely be too dark for me, but this is very buildable. It's very easy to use for me, and I love it during the summertime now. I absolutely love it, and I especially love it in combination with this one, using this one underneath my foundation and then using this one on top. and it makes my blush stay all day, and I love the color it makes. So I'm very happy that I tried this and did not declutter it right away, because I thought I'm going to declutter it because it's way too dark for me. And the last one that I have is this single blusher from the Samul single blusher. It's a Korean brand, and I purchased this one because I wanted a lighter orange shade, and this one has so much shimmer in it, the one from Physicians Formula, so I cannot use it as a regular blush. And yeah, that's why I purchased this. I tried it I think twice, but I haven't tried it out more yet, but I think this will be nice during the winter time for me. And before I'm going to end this video, I also want to mention that I kind of really want the MAC Mineralized blush in Warm Soul, but I only want to get it on a deal, and I cannot find a deal. But I think that will also be in my collection soon. Anyway, let's talk about the chopping block box, because I am going to put my two oldest ones in here. I don't know about the color of this one, so I want to see if it's worth keeping, and I want to see in comparison with all the ones that I tried now whether I want to keep the Manhattan one. And I'm going to put the Clinique Pansy Pop in here, because again, this looks like my natural blush, my natural redness. I absolutely did not like it. So I want to see whether it was just the day I was using it. Maybe I can make it work using more of it, using less of it. I want to try it out more and potentially declutter. And I'm going to put this one in to try out now during the summertime, because I want to see if it's too dark for me or if I'm able to use it. So yes, this has been it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed this, and yeah, see you soon in one of my other videos. Bye!